Hello sports fans and welcome back to the Sports Report. Today we're drinking a sugar-free Red Bull because once again my goats, Visa Cash App Racing. Well, that was certainly a dramatic start. Much like the race, let's get into it. Music. Sorry, I was just so excited about Isaac's third points appearance for this season. I just went a little crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room. Spanish Grand Prix. How was it? Cool. Very cool. Enjoyed it a lot. Lots to go through. More exciting, I'd say, than some of the previous races we've had. A little bit more drama. But as usual, let's start with my favourite moments from the week leading up. So, we're going to start with Lando Swift. Lando Norris did a little photo shoot the day that Taylor Swift brought her Masters back. I want to know whose idea it was. That would be nice to know, because we do know that Lando is a bit of a Swiftie, so that's fun. Who came to who with what? Was this McLaren's idea? Was this Lando's idea? That would be fun to know. Nevertheless, a very good use of free will. I endorse this message. Next, this was possibly my favourite moment of all time in F1. It was the Champions League final. Pierre and Isaac got together and had a little party. It was so cute. That was not before it was fucking ruined by someone giving Isaac an Inter's jersey. He was not happy with that at all. Fucking pummeled that one. We also got more Racing Bulls TikToks. Oh my god. As I said, I love sugar-free Red Bull. Isaac is slowly but surely becoming my favourite driver ever. I will still always love Oscar. Always will be my number one. But Isaac, I just fucking love him. He's so silly. This has also reminded me, Racing Bulls and their TikToks has put me in a bit of a situation though, because unfortunately Liam Lawson has been doing some interesting choices on the racetrack, but outside of the racetrack, he's funny. He's like an Isaac 2.0. That might be a stretch. Moving on. Valtteri on a bike. This is like a reoccurring thing that I don't know that I've talked about before, but I love Valtteri Bottas. He is, again, he's Australian adjacent. It's like we've adopted him. And he's always on a fucking bike doing some crazy shit. And I just want to shout out whoever the fuck edited the video that they put out this week, because it's perfection. Thank you so much to Mercedes for allowing me to still see Bottas content, because I just love him. Last piece of PR, I suppose, for the week was George and Alex going for dinner after Monaco. I love that Alex was like, I'll take you to a drive-thru, and George was like, absolutely the fuck not, bitch. You are buying me a lobster pasta. And I love how he was like, I only got the carbonara. The Wagyu carbonara. Qualifying. Now, my grid rival for this week, I was a little scared. I was scared going into it. I was like, I'm taking a bit of a risk here. I've got 2 home race heroes, and we know how they've been going. And then I was shocked that Fernando made it to Q3. But then Carlos was nowhere to be found. And then we had cheeky Lando Norris. Lando walked into a wall and then walked into a toe from Oscar. F2 update. Alex done. Dun 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 Alex done. I watched the F2 race with my friend who has just got into F1. Like, I kid you not, I made her watch qualifying with me, and then the next morning she woke up and was like, I think I'm going to get into F1. And I'm like, perfect. I know exactly where we should start. F2 race. Liked it. She wanted more crashes though. And that's kind of what I promised her after Monaco last week. I was like, yeah, they're always crashing in F2. And then this week was just like really normal, like a fairly standard race, except for the one safety car at the end, which meh. Because I thought Alex Dunn, he was on a fucking collision course for that podium. And then the safety car put a fucking stop to that. So that was a bit annoying. Dun, 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 dun. Alex done. Moving on to race highlights. What were the race highlights for today, you may ask? In the post-race qualifying interview, Max said that he was going to dive bomb those motherfuckers and make it real wide, open them up real wide for the photos. He got Lando, he didn't get Oscar though. What stresses me out, and it stressed me out last weekend, and it stressed me out this weekend as well, was Fernando on Isaac. Isaac, as usual, handled it so well. Hulkenberg update. He's getting beat the fuck out of by Liam Lawson.
Every fucking driver, get out of my way! I'm Liam Lawson! I'm Liam Lawson! Christian Horner! Fuck you! Helmut Marko! Fuck you! Danny Rick! Fuck you! Team strategy! Fuck!
This is going to become a reoccurring statement throughout this video, is Liam Lawson is beating the fuck out of people for no reason. Nico Hulkenberg surprised the fuck out of everyone, but we'll get to that later. As I was talking about my friend who just got into F1, she has very much fallen victim to Ferrari propaganda, not in the way of like Ferrari as the brand, as in she's fallen in love with the drivers. That poor girl is in for a fucking baptism by fire. Let's circle back to Liam Lawson quickly. I had a moment during the race where I realised, oh my god, it's Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen is back. He's ramming into people, causing issues, and is just there. He's blonde as well. Liam also racing Ollie Behrman while the others are trying to get through. Let's listen to what I had to say about that. Liam Lawson needs to scratch his minge, sniff his fingers, and realise he's got bigger fish to fry. We then had Max using up all of the tyres. Who ate all the tyres? Who ate all the tyres? You fat bastard, you fat bastard, you ate all the tyres. Max used up all of the tyres and then used up Yuki's tyres. So, when Kimi Antonelli blew up...
What do you take away from these last three races?
Suffering.
Max was put on the metal tyres, as Caitlin has started calling them, and ate all the tyres. Red Bull began to panic, and Max was like, perfect, now's my chance to play dodgem cars. And just took it for a spin, brother. Absolutely sent it.
Does not go his way. Unnecessary.
Let's have a quick check back in on Nico Hulkenberg. What's he doing there? Overtaking Hamilton? God. Now, I've always known that Nico was a good driver. Obviously, he's just been put in shit boxes his entire life. But this was a moment for the history books. It's not where you'll take that rubbish bin, it's how you'll take that rubbish bin. And he took that rubbish bin right around Hamilton. Once again, we got papaya domination. This is what I want to see. To listen to the Australian national anthem, because there's no fucking way Lando's getting anywhere near Oscar. Australians, oh let us rejoice. Papaya domination, papaya. Who's this baddie? Oscar dedicated his win to his sister, who was at the race. That was pretty cute. She's a baddie as well. Oscar talking on the radio reminds me of when like the sports captain would have to get up and like congratulate people. Be like, big thanks to all the volunteers. Thanks to the other team. Now, moving on to post-race things that pissed me off. Why the fuck did they keep saying Mario Kart? It's not Mario Kart, it's Mario Kart. We also got Sassy George.
I don't really know why. Ultimately, it punished him a lot more than me, so.
Love to see it. My other friend who we were texting during the race was having a giant fucking crash out. Shout out Grace. Crashing out over George and Max's little crash. I don't have much to say on that. I do love George, but in his words, that's how Max goes racing. My final parting gift for Barcelona is at the end that we got a little like trailer for Montreal, and they had like their marching police officers and like the hat and the red jacket and shit. I want them as the safety car. I want them to be marching out in front of the safety car. And yeah, that was my Barcelona sports report. I hope you enjoyed. Come back next time for Montreal in a few weeks. Caitlin, what did you ask?
I said, what if they pee in the car?
Pee in the car.
What if they need to pee? Do they just pee in the car?
I don't know what they do, mate.
I'm pretty sure I've heard stories, like, they try not to piss, but sometimes you just can't help it, and, like, drivers have pissed in their suits before. But other drivers have said that they've tried to pee and their body just won't let them.
So there we go from our pissing expert, your pissologist Ella Steele.